What's up, guys? Welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies, and today we're doing a Lightning Collection figure review over the Dino Charge series. Mostly the Gold Ranger, because he's the one I haven't opened, but we're going to do a review and comparison on all these guys, all the Dino Charge that they've released so far. And I was going to do a review over G.I. Joe Storm Shadow from Amazon exclusive, but he got pushed back again all the way to November 4th, so I can't do that yet. So let's go ahead and get into the Power Rangers though, because this one I can do. So let's go over the box real quick. This is, I think his name is Trey. I don't watch Dino Charge. Maybe I will eventually if I get to it. I haven't even seen more than half of season 1 of Mighty Morphin. I do watch Beast Morphers though, because it comes on TV. I can record it and it's real easy to get to. So I do watch Beast Morphers and I'm all up to date on that. But here's the Lightning Collection Dino Charge Gold. This one came out in October of 2019. And I like the packaging, I like the design of it. And there he is on the back. One thing I noticed right away is the belts. His is yellow on the outline and black in the middle. His is the opposite. This is actually incorrect. But anyway, and the way I had him posed against the wall, that was because of those lovely ankle rockers. Alright, so let's see what it says on the bottom. It says includes figure and 6 accessories. Here's the UPC code if you need to try to find it, like at Walmart or whatever. That helps you in any way. And let's go ahead and cut him open. I'm going to pause for a second while I cut the tape and pull the tab, and we'll be right back. Alright, that's all I did. I know in my reviews I normally do all that stuff on camera. This is just warnings, don't put it in your mouth. But because I like to do first impressions, and I've been doing it that way since I started. By the way, this can come out if you want to take it out. The blue and black lightning bolts just on a cardboard thing. You can slide that out if you want. Use it in your displays. But I'm going to try to do these in a little bit quicker fashion because it takes up a lot of space in my memory card. And shorter the review, the more I can do at a time. Because I do these like when I'm available, whenever I have the time. I shoot a whole bunch, in a row, and then I upload them later on. I want to upload like 1,000,000 of them at a time. Give you guys time to watch them. That is warped. But so I'm just doing this a little bit quicker. I might even cut out, I don't know, I'll probably still keep. Oh yeah. Alright. I'll probably always keep the part where I take it out of the package though. That way you know it's first impression. But okay, anyway, 6 accessories it says. So you got 2 hands, and the first thing I noticed, just like on the Black Ranger, he actually came out after this one, but and I got him just recently. I've had this Gold Ranger for a while, just haven't reviewed it. They do not have painted silver on their hands like they should, like the original Dino Charge Red did. Even on his extra hands, they're painted. But, whatever. So, we got a sword. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but there's some kids, neighbors are whistling. I mean, like whistles. They have plastic whistles and they're going nuts with them. But hopefully you can't hear that. This is the sword. I noticed that there's a little bit of extra red paint on the top, and it's missing a little bit of red paint on here. And I've got a crushed one from Amazon also. I like this part. I like the way it's like a pterodactyl and open his mouth. But each of those slots right there are like battery compartments. I have watched a little bit of the show, just enough to know a little bit about what I'm talking about. And those battery compartments, he supposedly pulls batteries out of the clip of his belt here, and it like supercharges his sword, and yeah, some kind of super blast comes out of it. I don't even know what it's called, but that's what I know about the sword. And it's very different than the ones that the Dino Charge Red and black come with. You can see the paint came off on the handle, and it's actually all over his hand. That's horrible. That's horrible. Hasbro, cheap. You gotta stop doing that. Alright, so as far as this guy, I think his name is Sir Ivan Zander, or I don't know, something like that. Okay, he doesn't have, or maybe he does, or maybe they didn't sculpt it. There's nothing there, like on the other guys. Red and gold, red and black. I keep saying gold. Red and black have those. His helmet is shaped different. This is like rubbery. Like, it's not hard at all. It's not like sharp or, I mean, it's just rubbery. It's not like super hard plastic. The eyes are on there, so that's good. He's the only one that I know of who's got wings. This can actually transform, I guess, on the show, and they flap out and can fly. So this is all kind of like a pterodactyl, I think. Maybe like the Pink Ranger, I don't know, from Mighty Morphin. And she was pterodactyl too. So, but this one takes it to a new level. This, I believe, comes with Goldar, maybe. I don't remember. Where did I see this before? It seems like recently. I think this might come with Time Force Red. I got his box back up here. They don't even show the lightning bolt on here. They do show it on Time Force Red. It looks similar. I don't know if it's exactly the same. I don't think it is, but I don't know. It looks like yellow jello. It feels like jello. But, so I guess this is supposed to go on his sword because he doesn't come with any other weapons except for this thing, whatever this thing is. And it's also shaped like a pterodactyl. It's painted pretty good. They didn't cheap out and just leave it all blue. So that's a plus. Again, I don't know anything about these guys. I just think he looks cool. And that's kind of why I collect them. Is because I just think they're great looking action figures. And if I don't know the stuff, it really doesn't bother me too much that they're not painted 100%. I don't know where that came from. Paint chip. But the more I see them, the more I notice how they skimp out on a lot of details, unfortunately, and it keeps getting worse, it seems like, as the waves go by. I do love the figures, don't get me wrong, or I wouldn't be buying them. So, but I see a lot of people complaining on how they skimp out on so many details. So I guess this goes on the sword. somehow, some way. Guess like this. And it's about the only way you can do it, right? So, I don't know, like that, something like that. It's not the same as this one. This one's smaller. And it kind of look like the same, kind of in a way. It's kind of the same shape. This one's longer, bigger. This one's not as. This one's more. I don't know. This one's tighter and goes on the sword better. But anyway, so like I said, he comes with an extra pair of hands, a karate chop, and what is this? This is a fist, just like the other ones did. Exact same hands as the other two from Dino Charge, but his are unpainted just like the black one. So that's 2 accessories. I get this and the sword, that's 4. Get the extra head, which is 5, and the whatever the heck that thing is. I don't know what that is, but it's an accessory, and they just happen to package it with them on him, with it on him. So this, I did look. I mean, the likenesses are somewhat passable. This one maybe not as much, but he looks older than he should. He kind of looks like he's he's 35 or something, when he's really like probably 20 or I don't know, 16. Are they supposed to be 16 because they're teenagers with attitude? I don't know. I know the actors aren't 16, but this one looks a lot like the person that it's supposed to be, and I think this one does too, for the most part. I mean, if you see this and then you see that and you're looking for him on the show, you'll notice him right away. So that one's pretty good. Now, as far as this accessory thing is, well, I guess it doesn't come off. Technically, you'd have to pull his hand off to get it off because there's no clip. That's why it's probably on in the package. So the red dude, I think all of these guys have something like this that they hold in their hands. I don't know what they are or what they're called, but they have something like this that they use, and I don't know if it makes them fly or what it does, but you see like in the opening sequence, they're holding their hands out, they're like woo, like flying through the air. Especially this dude, especially the red one. He's got it on the other side. His thing is like yellow, and yeah, so that's all I know about that. I know that this is highly inaccurate, completely inaccurate in almost every single way possible. It's like horrible. Should be much more detailed than that, because they even open up and have 3 batteries inside of them, which I said they put in their swords to have some supercharged thing. And I will show a picture in that. I'll edit this and put that picture in there because I looked it up a long time ago when I was going to review this when I first got him. But anyway, now as far as this figure goes, as far as the paint, it's not perfect. You can see, like on the helmet, it's not quite shaped the right way. The paint, it's not painted 100% perfect. It's just missing a little bit right there. If they just painted it a little bit more across, then it'd be perfect. But I got 3 of these on Amazon because they kept sending me crushed ones. This is the one that didn't get crushed. This is the closest to the decent paint job, because even the crushed ones had really crappy helmets. So, and they had paint slop all over their chest. And this one is the best of the 3 that I got from Amazon. All the ones, like pretty much everyone that I've seen in the store, look better than this one. But anyway, this is what I got. So, except for Trey had like a whole bunch of paint, like his hair color paint, dripping on his forehead at GameStop. The one I saw at GameStop. All the ones I saw at Walmart, Target look great. But as far as the figure goes, for what it is and not for what it's not, what it's missing, I like the way, I mean, the paint is only really messed up right there. There's a little bit of kind of a smudge type thing right there. I don't even know what that is. Kind of like a scratch or something on the plastic or whatever. But not sure what that is. But it looks pretty good for the most part. And except for the sword. And the one that I got that was crushed, before I send it back, I'm gonna switch out the swords because I got better paint. So let's go over articulation real quick. You can move up. Now this thing is very soft and pliable. I don't know if it's glued. You can see there's some kind of plug in there. It's plugged into his back somehow, or it might be glued onto his back. This side doesn't want to come up as much. I'm not going to mess with it. I don't want to break it, so I'm not going to do anything extreme with it. So his head only goes back a little bit because of that. He can bend down. Of course, he could turn 360 because it's on a ball socket, which I'll show you when I switch the heads. And this is very tight, by the way. Oh, and that's not even either. So should be a full line right there, I believe, where that triangle is, probably. And anyway, so the rest of the articulation is exactly the same as the other figures, because they are basically the same figure, but this is different. This is, I believe it's sculpted just slightly different, because here's the Dino red, and he's got more of a thing sticking out right there. I'm not sure if that's an extra piece glued on. Now, anyway, these are sculpted in too, so yeah, they are a little bit different. Dino Red and Dino Black are both the same sculpt, but he's got a ton of movement back. He can go, with his ab crunch. He can go pretty far down. He can, see if he can do the splits. No, but pretty good. He can kick up. He's got the thigh rotation right there, the cut right there. He's got double jointed knees. Kicks his own butt. He's got the feet. Everything below the waist is exactly the same as Dino Charge Red and Black, but they're all the same. So they got the boot swivel right there. They got the ankle rockers, and they go up and down. They have the side-to-side wrist movement because they all have the same hands. Well, this one is a little bit different because it's holding this thing. And then you got double-jointed arms or elbows, which still go up a good ways even with that thing on there. And this side can go up, should be like, well, the armor gets in the way, but still good range. The butterfly joints, let's see, there we go. He can still go back a good ways even though he's got that cape. Well, sorta. He goes back some ways, and of course he goes forwards. He's got a bicep swivel, and the joint right here. It goes in and out and all the way around. So, as far as articulation goes, he's pretty good. He's got a little bit of hindrance only because of his costume, which is probably what you would expect. But now as far as his weapons go, since he's already got that over there, he really only has, he only got one other hand. Even though on here they show him holding it with his left hand, I'm not going to take that off. So I'm going to just put it in his right hand, see if it'll work. Should. I think this is molded silver, so hopefully it doesn't scratch the paint off. There we go. And he is holding it upside down right there on there, so I guess that's the way he's supposed to hold it. I know this lightning blast is definitely for the sword because the energy bolt that he shoots out from is extra batteries. That's basically what this is supposed to be. And I would do it more like that. That way it actually looks like it's coming out of the sword. But overall, I like the figure. I think he looks great, personally, without knowing all that extra stuff. I don't think that this is the best thing to go onto here, in a way. I mean, I know what they're trying to do with it. I forget where this came from. I forget. But I like the sword. I like the way that it, is articulated. And it opens, which is a good thing because it does that in the show. But as far as posability with this thing, it is very, it's got some weight to it. So it's not too bad though. These things are pretty posable. Look at that. He's not touching the box. See? And his feet aren't even straight. He's barely even on his heel on his right foot, screen left. So, yeah, these things are very posable, and that's why I love them so much, because they're just awesome as far as posability. And that's what I like. I like heavily articulated, but articulated in a good way. These look good. Oops. But even though they're so heavily articulated, the articulation is hidden well. Okay, so if you want to see his head and see how that works, pops off real easy. Seems like all the Dino Charge ones, they pop off pretty easy. And they are always hard to get on. There we go. Nice and tight. Like I said, it looks just like the actor. Well, maybe not 100% perfect, but it looks good. Let's see the articulation. He looks all the way down. Touches his chin to his chest. And he goes up. And he goes left. He goes right. Man, that's tight. You just got to break it in. It's a good thing that it's tight, because then the more when you mess with it, you break it in, and then it's perfect. It's not real tight and it's not real loose, so that's a good thing. And he was like that too when I first, used him. I couldn't even get his head to move. So he's also got this little thing right here. That should be black. I don't know why they couldn't just paint that black, because that's something that's very easy to do. I'll probably do, I don't know, I guess I'll do it myself. I might touch up the belt. I might touch up the stuff that's easy to do and make it 100% accurate. So you shouldn't have to, but if you have it already, then why not? I bought some silver paint to touch up one of my WWE figures, the Alexa Bliss figure, because they weren't painted the buttons silver, and I got it for like $1.97. It's a fine point silver paint pen, so I'm gonna do that probably with these hands too, paint all the hands. But overall, I get this figure as the way he is. I don't like this accessory. I think they could have done something a little bit better. This is kind of loose, but I wish that was a little bit tighter. You can make it a little bit tighter. Put maybe some fingernail polish remover on there and grease, and the paint is almost perfect, but not quite. So I just like this figure a lot. I don't know why. He's different from the other ones. He's not as carbon copy. He's got extra gear, extra stuff over here. So he's got a little bit of, he's even got an articulated sword. So I'm going to give him a little bit of extra points for that. So I'm going to bring him up to about a 9 out of 10, even though they didn't paint any of his 4 hands. And but the likeness is pretty good. I think it's a lot better than this guy's. And yeah, so that's what I have to say about the Dino Charge Gold Ranger. I did say I was going to do some comparisons, but this video is getting long. I did do a little bit of comparison with the swords, which are different. The armor's different. The sculpt is different. From the waist down, they're all the same, but the arms are the same. It's just the head and the torso on these. And this one is basically the Red Ranger all over again. It's the exact same thing as the Red Ranger, just colored different and painted different and with a different head and different weapons. Well, actually the same weapons. They're just painted different. Oh, this thing is new, though, for the Dino Charge. It's the only way you can get that purple accessory. And this, like I said, I know it comes with somebody else, but I can't remember who. I think Goldar, maybe. I don't know. But it looks familiar. So that's all I got to say about the Dino Charge Rangers for now. They're very well articulated. The black one is the leader because he just knocked out the other guys. I have no idea. Actually, I think the red one's the leader, but I just said that for be funny. And I will see you guys next time. Thumbs up the video. Subscribe for more. And once I get all these Rangers done, we're going to have just like a fun little Ranger Fest, I guess. And I'll just talk about each one, as a team or whatever, just for kind of fun, not so much of a breakdown of the review of the actual figure itself, but just talk some Power Rangers, because I love these guys. These are cool. Alright, see you guys on the next